We've got another success story for you. This comes from our client Kristin in California. Kristin purchased a policy through our office about 6 years ago. Not only did she start a policy on her own life, she also started a policy for her young daughter. We love to see when parents recognize the value of starting policies for their young children. Starting policies for your children comes with so many benefits and opportunities for the future. In my opinion, purchasing a well-designed whole life insurance policy for your children is one of the best gifts you can possibly give because it's the gift of opportunity and resource. And it allows your child to start out strides ahead of their peers in the financial world. Policy cash value can be used to purchase your child's first car, their first home, college tuition, help them start a business, finance travel, weddings, you name it. There are no restrictions on how the money can be used, and the cash value always grows guaranteed, so it's not going to do something funky if the market is unstable. A little bit of a sidetrack there, but it's absolutely true. Now let's get into Kristin's story. Kristin spoke with us about a month ago because she wanted to take a loan from her policy. She and her daughter enjoy traveling together, and Kristin decided it was time to get a car that can pull a trailer so that it's easier and more convenient to go on trips. People had advice for Kristin about what type of vehicle she should get, and Kristin carefully considered her options. Eventually, she decided on a Lexus GX 550. This was back in January, and the car was not available at that time, but Kristin knew this was the car she wanted, and she was willing to wait. The months went by. February, March, April, May, June, still no car. Then in July, Kristin was deployed. And of course, that's when the car became available. The dealership wanted her to pick it up right away. But with her deployment, that was not going to be possible. At first, the dealership told her they wouldn't be able to hold the car. But finally, they relented and agreed to hold it a few days. A few days was all Kristin needed, and in early August, she went to the dealership with the funds from her policy loan to purchase the car. During the purchase, the dealership told her she could qualify for a military discount if she financed the car through them. The military discount was $1,000. Now, Kristin had planned to pay cash to avoid the high interest rates the dealership would charge on their financing option. But the military discount of $1,000 was only available if she financed through the dealership. What would you do if you were Kristin in this situation? You had the cash to purchase the car outright, but now you learn you could save $1,000 by financing through the dealership. But if you finance through the dealership, you'll have to pay a high interest rate. A bit of an interesting question. Here's what Kristin did. She quickly looked through the financing contract. Specifically, she was looking for an early payoff penalty clause. There was none. So Kristin did the smart thing. She took advantage of both options. She purchased the car by financing it through the dealership and saved $1,000. Then she promptly paid off the car with the cash she had taken from her policy, thus avoiding the high interest rates associated with financing through the dealership. Here are a few pictures Kristin shared with us. That's her and her daughter with their new Lexus GX 550. Judging from those smiles, I think it's safe to say these ladies are pretty happy with their new ride. Kristin shared her plan for repaying her policy loan with us. She knows the power of infinite banking isn't just the ability to access capital anytime for anything, it's also about the return of your capital. Having the ability to determine a repayment plan that is comfortable and affordable, and then being disciplined to follow that plan is the power behind infinite banking, and that's what puts you back in control of your financial destiny. In sharing her plan for repaying her loan, we see Kristin exercising the key elements that make infinite banking so amazing. Kristin plans to start with a low monthly payment and keep it low for about 17 months. After 17 months, she's anticipating an increase to her cash flow, which will allow her to increase the amount for her monthly loan repayment. In contemplating the best loan repayment structure, Kristin told us she used money tools to see how different interest rates and payment amounts would affect the terms of her loan. She was excited to see how each scenario played out, and ultimately she chose the one that made the most sense for managing her money at this time. So far, Kristin has used policy loans to start a business, fund her daughter's Montessori school, and now purchase this car. For anyone thinking you have to wait years and years to allow cash value to build up in a policy so it's available to use, Kristin's story is the perfect demonstration. Yes, cash value does build up over time, allowing you to increase the size of opportunity you can finance. But no, you do not need to wait years and years to begin using the cash value of a policy. Remember, Kristin's policies are only 6 years old. The important thing is that you get started with something. Imagine if Kristin had waited until now to purchase her policies. That's 6 years, a business, Montessori school, and this new car that would have gone by. Don't make the mistake of waiting. Time and opportunities will go by whether you get started or whether you wait. But 6 years from now, you'll either be saying, I'm so glad I at least got started, or I wish I would have. If you have the desire to improve your circumstances or do something better with your finances, and you have the discipline to follow through, infinite banking will work for you. You don't have to understand all the details, but you do want to understand the basics, and that's why we create these videos and offer a one-on-one complimentary strategy session for you. If you're ready to take the next step and see how infinite banking can work for you, call or email us. Our phone number is 317-912-1000. Our email is team@mcpheeinsurance.com.